The Economic and Financial Crime Commission (EFCC), in the exercise of its mandate of tackling economic and financial crimes, invited Martin Innocent Ose, known as VeryDarkMan, owing to a serious petition of bordering on sundry issues of alleged financial crime raised against him. He refused to show up despite of several invitations sent to him through his known addresses and medium of communication. The petition pertained to grave allegations of financial malfeasance which cannot be ignored by the Commission. It is needful to admit that Commission is aware of several undergirded attacks of suspects against its operations. While such conduct is condemnable, his arrest was not informed by such attack. The relevant law enforcement agency will be allowed to look into them. The EFCC has a lawful right to hold Ose in custody like any other suspect being investigated by the Commission. The appropriate remand order was obtained in this regard. He has been offered an administrative bail and will be released after fulfilling all the bail conditions. The Commission appreciates the interest of Nigerians in operations, the passion and enthusiasm in territorial reaction of all its activities are welcome. However, insinuations about its motive in carrying out its assignment should no longer continue. The EFCC should be allowed to do its job without fear or favor. So, the recent arrest of VeryDarkMan by the EFCC has sparked a widespread outrage. Many are questioning the motives behind the arrest, citing concerns about freedom of speech and targeting dissenting voices. The incident has ignited a heated debate about the role of law enforcement in regulating online content and limits of freedom of speech. Well, should I say this is a test of freedom of speech? I want you to answer this question under the comment section because the incident has indecent raises important question about the delicate balance between free speech and regulation. Because as the investigation unfolds, many are watching closely to see how this case will impact social media activists and online discourse. Will this case set a precedent striker on regulation of online content, or will it seen as overreach authority? I want you to also answer this thing. Very Dark Man arrest has a significant implication for social media activities in Nigeria. Many are concerned that this incident may chill online discourse and stifle dissenting voices. Others argue that it highlights the need for a greater accountability and responsibility in online content. Well, as Very Dark Man navigates the legal process, the public will be eagerly awaiting the outcome. The case will likely have far-reaching implications for social media regulation, online activists, and the exercise of free speech in Nigeria. Will the court uphold the principles of freedom of speech, or will they prioritize regulation and order? Only time will tell, I think. The public reaction to Very Dark Man arrest has been mixed. Some have expressed support for EFCC action.
We have spoken with authorities yesterday before even we came here. Our director, executive secretary, was able to make a few calls to know what is happening, and they promised him that the man is going to be released. He made calls yesterday when you came here, and we were informed he made calls, and those calls, I think, has yielded results, because they have promised they were going to release him within 24 hours. Okay. We are still going to follow up with them. We are still going to follow up with them to make sure that VDM right is protected. It is not only
Okay. in a democratic society, the only way to bring down the government is by ballot. You as a people have the responsibility to organize yourself to the level that you can independently bring down the government in the ballot, as long as it is a democratic society. I don't want to hear anything. No democratic society where the oppressor is infallible. The only thing missing is that the people lack the organizational capacity of their oppressor. The only reason Nigeria is the way it is today is because our oppressors are more organized than we the people. The moment we the people understand the need for us to organize against our oppressor, we will bring them down democratically. We will not shoot one shot in the air. Bah! You will not hear one gunshot. But because we want to, as I said before, we want to be irresponsible.
We are in Nigeria now, and we don't believe we are still in the military regime by this time. We need to wake up.
Okay.
Now, this is lack of accountability from the FCC part. You can't come and sugarcoat this thing. We already know this guy as a public figure, the voice of the voiceless, and we all see it. You carried this guy, it was alleged by different blogs that he was covered like a criminal, which we are not 100% sure of. Now, it now allows people to see him. You did not issue a statement to the public, and you know that it's going to come up with agitation, and there will be riot and chaos in the society. And you have the country at heart, and you want us to be peaceful. In as much as we have a lot of problems going on in Nigeria, you want to add this one to be part of the problem. At this point, I just feel that they are trying to distract us from what is happening on the ground.
Why is arresting BDM a problem?
It is a problem.
Are you familiar?
Ihedioha, very stubborn child versus Red Jacket. Ihedioha started out as an activist. He was loved by all and sundry for his bravery. The common man saw him as the hope of justice. Elite saw him as the man that would fight for the dirty work of justice and be on brand. At some point, lights went off. He became controversial. Some stayed and some loved him. On this fateful day, Red Jacket officers arrested Ihedioha, very stubborn child, kept him in custody without stating his offense, released him not on bail or whatever, and refused to charge him to court. Some rejoice, some protest. What does the law say? Number 1, Section 35(3) of the 1999 Constitution. Anybody arrested or detained shall be informed in writing, in a language they understand, the reason and the grounds for the arrest. 35(4). Anybody arrested or detained shall be brought before a court of law within reasonable time. What is reasonable time? 35(5) of 1999 Constitution. 24 hours or 1 day if there's a court of law within 40-kilometer radius of where you are holding him. 36 of 1999 Constitution. Right to fair hearing. Every man or woman arrested or accused of a crime is presumed innocent until proven guilty. The injustice you celebrate today because it happened to your enemy will one day be your best friend. Are you ready?